The ATG Split Squat can help you by strengthening the hip flexors through a lengthened position in the inverse of sitting. You're also progressively strengthening the knee as your ability to handle pressure in this stretch quad position increases. Most people I coach usually have to start about 12 inches of elevation. You're gonna start by bringing your feet about shoulder width apart, elevate the front foot, use upper body assistance. You're gonna bring that rear leg back to the point where you're on your toe here. And there's three things we're gonna focus on: keeping the back upright, covering the hamstring over the calf on the front leg, and keeping this rear leg straight by squeezing the rear glute so that it stays as straight as possible. Otherwise, it's gonna droop like this, and we're not doing that. We're lengthening that rear hip flexor. So those three things in mind, we're gonna come up, keeping the back straight as well. You're gonna think about kicking this back leg through the ground because we're using both legs in this exercise. Again, all the way down as far as you can, pointing that knee forward, kicking that back leg through on the way up. So you can see how we're lengthening that rear hip flexor here on the way down. And then on the way up, we're strengthening it by keeping it straight, kicking through with that back leg as well. You're gonna work from assisted to unassisted to then loading with weight, but focusing primarily on your form. This is the complete opposite of a sitting position, right? When we're sitting, our hip flexors get tight. We're sitting like this most of the time, of course, with a chair. But this is the inverse of that position for the hip flexor as we're stretching it here. Now, not everybody's gym is gonna have a mobility box like this, not yet. So what you can do, you can take stacks. You might already have some sort of platform for plyometrics, which you can use that ideally instead of plates. But worst case scenario, you can take 2 or 3 plates, as many as you need to do this properly. Use assistance on a rack, and I'll show a highlight of me doing this with clients at the gym that I work at. And then that allows you to regress this exercise so you can do it with perfect form. Level 1 is upper body and assisted. Level 2 is unassisted here, which then you can progress to doing this on flat ground. Level 3 on flat ground, and then increasingly getting stronger here by loading this motion with dumbbells. So this would technically be level 4. You can get increasingly more athletic and more protected in your knees and hip flexors. If you really want to understand this more and start your journey towards physical freedom, check out the free ebook in my bio explaining this more in depth, or comment freedom below and I'll send you the link.